Yes team, we're back out. I'm in a new spot as well today, and I'm going tarpless. When I first got here, it was -6. I've been here for a couple of hours now. It's dropped down to -2, so it's still cold. It's just a chilly one today. I'm just out on the pelt. I've got my 1 Tigris mat just because the pelt isn't long enough to cover my whole body, but it covers where you want it covered. Just so any moisture doesn't seep up through the bivvy bag, I put the mat down. There's loads of ash, there's a few beech trees, loads of spruce, loads of pine, some sweet chestnut and fir. So there's loads of dead wood about. I won't have to travel far for my firewood tonight. I'm going to knock up a little pot hanger because I'm going to do a winter stew because it's going to be really cold tonight, and there's nothing better in the winter camping than having a nice stew. I've left my sleeping bag and bivvy bag in my Bergen for now just because I am camping on the moss, and whenever I camp on the moss I seem to invite ticks. They seem to really like me, so I'm leaving my sleeping bag in the Bergen until tonight so they don't have an opportunity to crawl in there during the day. I've just started digging my fire pit. I've just got to de-root it and then I'm just going to crack on and start getting some wood in. Those of you that remember playing Pokemon, if these were cards, remember when you used to trade them with your mates? I reckon the Wary would definitely be a Charizard shiny, the Ghost Ship would be like a Blastoise, and the Hobgoblin probably like a Mewtwo. Beastie bit of ash here. Oh, that's going to burn real nice. Chunky bits for tonight. That's a winner. There's just an abundance of ash. Loads of cramp balls everywhere as well. Little King Alfred's cakes. Had to take my coat off for this one. The silky ain't as sharp as it once was. I need to get a new blade. I've been saying that for ages. Even though it's really cold, it doesn't take long to get warm when you're chopping wood, does it? You know, they say it heats you 3 times and all that. And I'm base laid up, got the long sleeve on, got the icebreaker, merino wool gaiter. I've got Danish woolen socks on as well, which are lovely and warm. Altberg defenders, and then the Rab jacket and softy trousers for tonight in the Corinthia 4-season bag. The Corinthia's a little bit bulky, but it's well worth it in the winter. And I've got enough room in my Bergen for a chunky sleeping bag, so it's all good. Not forgetting the Fjellraven beanie and the EABT, which I still need to sort out. I'm so slack and I'm so sorry. I just haven't got round to it, that's all. Seriously lads, do you mind? I'm trying to film a nature-based video here. Cut me some slack. This might be easier to delimb first. I'm right under the flight path in this spot, unfortunately. It's so beautiful, but that is constant. You'll just have to ignore it. Before you say it, yes, you are right. I shouldn't be wearing a down jacket, collecting all these spindly bits, but that's just me. Oh, it looks like this dude's got webbed toes, doesn't it? Loads of cramp balls. It's the first thing I do when I see a big fallen ash tree. Always look on the underside. I'm basically just out on one of them perimeter walks. You know, when you get into the woods, rather than just sitting by your camp spot and not really exploring, I like to know the whole surroundings, know my area. Just keep walking around and then you find little ways back to camp, and obviously you've got to look for wood and stuff anyway. But it's just nice to see what's about, you know? So I've got my 2 Ys and my straight. I just need to find a little hanging piece now. Just chopping the little nibs off. Probably leave the bark on there though. This Y piece here will make a nice hanger for the billy can. A little bit of char cloth. First strike. Easy as that, dudes. I'm going to go collect some of them cramp balls in a bit and dry them out by the fire tonight, just for stock in my fire lighting kit. Bit of ice on my water bottle, look. I brought the little fire maple teapot on this trip. I think I've drunk so much coffee recently, I forget about tea sometimes. So let's get a cup of char on the go. A lot of people don't mention this, but these Fuel Hand storm lanterns, they leak the paraffin really badly, so it's always best to carry a separate container. I learnt the hard way. It's probably about time I cleaned the glass on there, look how dirty it is. There's a little robin jumping around over there. He's been with me all morning. I've been chucking him little bits of food. That is just what I wanted. Triple bagged Yorkshire tea. It's the way with them little stainless kettles. I've got a new tiny little skillet, look. Smaller than my hand. It's the Petromax FP75. Just seasoning the wood. It's an alright scourer as moss, at least till I get home. It's antibacterial as well. As you saw, or should I say didn't see, I didn't really film too much last night. I had the night for myself, but I think what we're going to do now, I'll pack up all my kit quickly, get everything squared away, we'll shoot over to the permanent shelter, and then I think I'm going to stuff all the gaps in my walls with some moss, which is something I should have done at the start when I built it. Insulate it a little bit better, keep some more of that breeze out. Right. I'll catch you on with that. Here we are then, back up at the shelter. Some of you have probably never seen this. For those of you that have, here's a little quick update of how it looks like now. I share this camp with Ben and Elle, and Tim's now made a shelter with a bed up here as well. A really cool A-frame with a built-in bed. He's cut bits out, pinned it together, lashed it together. It's really solid. When we're here and Tim's got his tarp up, it actually stops a lot of the wind cutting through camp and blowing all the smoke into Elle and Ben's faces. So it's worked out really well. That's why we've got the orientation as it is. We've got a nice in and out bit to get to the wood splitting area behind. But I haven't really camped up here too much. If I have, it's been on a social where I haven't had the camera. So that's why I haven't really filmed up here too much. There are still bits I want to do up here. So these are the gaps I want to fill in. You can see they're a little big. I should have done it when I built the shelter. I should have laid the moss on, then the wood, then the moss, then the wood. Ben and Elle already had theirs pretty much completed, so I just wanted to rattle through mine and get it up. I'm still really happy with it, and I really like the chunky bits of wood at the back. It makes a perfect backrest, and I made the bed at the height so it doubles up as a seat as well. That's why I haven't got a seat like Ben and Elliot. And I've left the sleepers at the slats lay on quite wide, just so if I want to, I can add some more slats and turn this into a double. I really like this spot. I like hanging out up here, and as cheesy as it sounds, this really is a bit of a home from home here. And there's Tibby's bird table slash bird bath that he made. I haven't seen the robin up here yet this morning though. Sorry for the lack of content recently. I've been doing a lot of camping with other people the past few weeks, and I just find it really hard to make a video that I'm happy with when I'm in a big group of people. I like to give them my attention and not worry about the camera too much. You all know I do this for more positive mental health, and I'm so passionate about nature and I'm so passionate about camping that it's really nice for me to go out camping and not make videos just as much as it is making videos, because I still love making videos. I'm pretty sure I always will, but it is nice to go out into nature and camp and not make a video. So I think it's time to go and collect some moss up, and then we'll stuff it in these gaps. Well, that seems to work quite well. If you roll it up into a bit of a sausage and stuff it in the gap, it then expands and kind of holds a little bit better. I've only just figured that out. I'm just practicing a little bit of feather sticking, to be honest with you, for no real reason other than it's fun and it's how you get better at things, isn't it? I've only got about an hour or so left up here today, and then I've got to shoot, but I'm going to carry on the video, but I'll be back in a couple of days and we'll just carry on where we left off. I think the key to feather sticking is always trying to slice the high point on the wood. I might end up building a little lean-to at that spot I camped at last night. I really like that area. I think I'm just going to start building little shelters all over, so there's always one on the go, you know. Apart from the faint road noise in the background and the jets now and again, I don't know of anything more peaceful than this. Oh, there's the robin. He's on the branch next to the coconut. He's just in a branch there, you can't see him. Oh, there's two of them, he's brought his mate again. Just in case any of you missed the shout, I'm still after trying to find a bit of woodland to host another community camp in. There has been a couple of potentials, but logistics I don't think is going to work with everyone parking and all that. So it's just another call out really. If any of you out there own woodland and you don't mind hosting a community camp for us all to come and have a nice experience in the wood together, a bit of a social, then send me an email, it's in the description. So if not, I think the next one will just have to wait until Scarborough again, sort of late springtime. I just need to chat to Henry about when. Again, please don't email me applying to come yet or anything, because we really need to just get the land sorted out before I can start actually planning it all. Oh yeah, and there's one more thing I wanted to tell you. Just to give you a heads up, I always tell you that I try and like keep it real and I keep you in the loop and all of that sort of stuff. I just want you to know there's probably going to be an advert in either the next video or the video after that, just because I need the money, to be honest. I've got some things to pay for. I really want to get up to Scotland and spend a few days there camping, and these trips don't pay for themselves, you know, going to Wales and the peaks and all of that. So please don't hate me for it, but that's what's happening. It's just an easy way to get some money for me to be able to keep doing these trips and making videos and putting the content out there for you guys. The reason why I'm telling you is because as a viewer of people that make YouTube videos, I know it's annoying when you're watching a video and then just some random advert that has nothing to do with the video comes in. You know how passionate about all this I am. I don't really do it for the money, it certainly helps, and it's just a way for me to get a little kickback from putting hours and hours into this. It takes me like 24 hours to film a video, 7 to 10 hours to edit it, and then replying to all the messages and comments. I love it, which is why I do it. But yeah, just wanted to let you know. And I didn't realise it at the time, but if anybody finds a 200mm Canon lens somewhere in the Peak District, then it's mine. Don't know when and I don't know how. Maybe it was when I fell over, who knows, but it was kind of on and off raining a few of the days and I was putting my camera in my bag, taking it out, putting it in. I might have left my camera bag open and it's just fallen out, but yeah, I kind of want to buy another zoom lens, so that's another reason why I want some money just to replace that. I think that's all about I'm going to do up here today. So I'll see you in a second, but it'll actually be a couple of days. Ciao. We're back and I've got a full set of fresh threads on. The ledge cakes over at Revolution Race said, Craig, pick yourself another jacket and another trousers. So I've gone with the old faithfuls. I went for the exact same trousers again. As you know, I pretty much live in these things. I absolutely love them because here's my old pair, which I've pretty much spent the last 18 months in, and there's no rips, no tears. They're not as good as new, the colour's a bit faded just through washing and being out in the woods so much, but generally they are still good to go and I love them so much I picked the exact same ones. Jacket wise I went for the Silence Pro Shell. Again, my other jacket at home, you'll just have to believe me, it's pretty much as good as new. Really good gear. After spending so long using them, what I really like about them, especially in the summer, is the zips on the side that have got an air vent. The two pockets on the front are really handy. You can just stuff bits and bobs in there. Sometimes I even just stuff birch bark and that in there. My phone, keys, any small tools, small knives, whatever. I really like the thick material at the top of the leg on the thigh, because when you're using a knife whittling or you're sawing or something like that, the extra thick material just makes you feel a little bit more protected. It's a lot thicker than on the knees, and it's got the stretch where you want them, around your bum and your knees when you're constantly moving around. They're just so comfy and I wouldn't wear any other trouser now. These are the Norwand Pro and the colour is rusty orange. I went for the exact same colour as well because I kind of feel like they're part of my channel now, you know what I mean? On the bottom of the trouser I really like the laces hook that you get. It stops your trousers riding up. And there's also 3 pop studs on the back so you can make them tighter to your boot as well, which is really handy. The fit is great, the material is great, I just can't recommend them enough. And same as last time, they've given me a discount code. I know loads of people used it and then people were asking me about it way after it expired, so it's in the description, I'll put it on screen and you get 10% off. Massive thank you to Revolution Race for sending me a second set of gear, really appreciate it. Legends. Although the bash was fairly taut, I think some of the cordage might have slackened off in a few places, leaving a couple of dips in the middle of these two sections. I could get the tarp raised up with a stake like this, but I've come up with a better idea. I'm going to find a Y stick, flip it upside down, slot it onto the top bar here, and that'll give us the elevation without having to have an extra stake going down to the floor, so all of that floor space will still be clear. Well, that works a treat, and I've got it going onto the ribbon here just because it's the thickest part of the tarp, so it's not going to damage it, giving it some extra lift. I'm chuffed with that. Just to finish the job, I might cut a little saddle out underneath for it to lock into position. I'm out with the backhoe Laplander today. My first saw that I bought for camping. Pretty good tool for small stuff, but when you're wood processing a lot, it doesn't work very well. That's why I got the big boy. Still a cool tool to have though. The Silky's built 2 shelters and done a 1.5 years worth of wood processing, so the Laplander's actually a bit sharper. Bushbox XL by Bushcraft Essentials. Really great bit of kit. I really love how it's hinged and it goes together in like 0.5 of a second. Keeps its shape a little better. I've wanted one of these for a few years now. It's the Bushbox XL by Bushcraft Essentials. Come on. Brioche bun as well. 2 sausage, 2 bacon, 2 egg in a brioche bun with some saucy sauce. Might float your boat, might not. I love mayo and I love ketchup, so yeah, this is a winner. They're John's. A little bit posh and more for the van trips, I know, but still, portable espresso machine. Thought I'd bring it out today. You just put your ground coffee in here, screw it onto the bottom, put some water in the tank, hot or cold, press the button, and there's your shot of espresso. Literally easy as that. Empty and clean it out. The job's a good one. And if you're interested, it's by Out In. Right then, shags, I think that's all I've got for you this week. Once again, thank you so much for watching the video. Please consider subscribing if you're not already, really helps the channel. I hope you all have a great week. I'll see you on the next one. Absolute legends. Ciao.